Yeah, so the team today we are speaking of is the men in yellow. So Chennai Super Kings, I mean, another of those teams who have won the title 5 times. And last cycle, I wouldn't say they were at their best, but still they managed to win a title in the famous final at Ahmedabad. And I mean, definitely people have known this team to be a daddy's army. They prefer on old players, senior players. They always prefer experience going forward. And I mean, they have retained 5 players. I mean, Ruturaj Gaikwad, their skipper from last season, Ravindra Jadeja, their talismanic all-rounder. Then they have got Shivam Dubey, the spin hitter. Then they've got Matisha Patirana, the bowler with unique action from Sri Lanka, and the uncapped retention. Everyone knows the name of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So they are now left with 55 crores, and they still have one RTM going forward into the auction. So again, I would like to ask Shamujjal first. Whom are you seeing CSK using that RTM on? Devon Conway, Rachin
Devon Conway
Ravindra, or
straight.
any other name?
Devon Conway straight. They won't look beyond Devon Conway for this because Devon Conway trains in their academy, trains there, and they're happy to keep Devon Conway. So I think they are going for Devon Conway. It might cost 6 to 7 crores, but they would happily keep Devon Conway there.
Yeah, I think CSK have been a team who have relied a lot on their opening partnerships. Whenever they have won the title, it's the openers. One of the openers, at least, who have gone the distance, be it Faf, be it Shane Watson, Hussey in the past, or Gaikwad, Conway. So, yeah, maybe Conway. I mean, Rachin also might have been a temptation, but I think maybe Conway because
Yeah,
Rachin is
I
still
don't think
maybe
because
not that much
Conway,
ready in T20
yeah,
cricket.
and Conway also gives that keeping options, keeping in mind that Dhoni's legs aren't still at his absolute best, so
Yeah,
they
so
would
that's
like
also a
to.
factor. You don't know if Dhoni is gonna keep for 14 games this year because I mean, or
And also for the
if they,
entire cycle. Also for
yeah,
the entire cycle, if, even if he keeps this year, can he keep next year and the year after that? Because you are not never sure and never assured about that how much he would come back 1 year later. So they would like to keep the option of having Devon Conway until they prepare another Indian keeper. So and Indian keepers are not ready made available for
yeah, at the
CSK. They are
moment,
not.
Indian keeper options, I think there's Jitesh and Ishan Kishan. Apart from that, no other big names.
And KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant, the big names,
Yeah,
and
I
Indian
mean, I
keepers.
don't
Yeah,
see. Yeah, also there's been news going on that CSK
yeah.
would heavily pay for Rishabh Pant.
I don't expect Rishabh Pant to go to CSK. CSK, I don't think would like to break the bond with Ruturaj Gaikwad and stop the captains because Rishabh Pant comes with a captaincy aspiration and CSK note that. And knowing CSK, I don't think they would take the risk of doing that. And that's why I don't think Rishabh Pant will go to CSK. I expect CSK to go other way around. There might be rumors and all, but yeah, apart from the funds, all those things, even the model doesn't suit CSK way. If that would have been the case, they would have parted with Ruturaj way before.
Yeah, so that's also a case, and maybe they have to build that Indian pace code again. They've released most of their old pacers, be it Deepak Chair, Shardul Thakur, there was Mukesh Choudhury, Tushar Deshpande. So they have had all those names, but now they need to build it again. So do you see any of those guys coming back, or do you see them building a fresh code
Yeah,
for the bowling attack?
I think yeah I think if they I think if they get in relatively less price, they would try to get back Deepak Chahar and Tushar Deshpande and Simarjit Singh. They would not like to part with those bowlers. So I expect these guys to come back. If they have the opportunity to bring in someone like Guvi at less price, they would try to bring him back. But otherwise, I expect them to go with the same kind of names. I don't expect CSK to go heavy on any new uh, Indian pacer. I don't expect the likes of Shami, Siraj, or I mean the big names to go to CSK. CSK are not the kind of team that spends heavily on Indian pacers. They would like to back what their culture is there.
Also, I think they will try to get someone who fills in the shoes of Moeen Ali, maybe bowl a couple of spin overs. And I think Maxwell is the name readily available, but I don't know if they will be able to afford Maxwell. That's a question because Livingstone, I think,
And also,
will any be RTM'd by
yeah,
Punjab.
yeah, Livingstone is not an option for any team. Punjab will RTM him, but Maxwell possible. We don't know if RCB are going to RTM him or not. But
Or maybe Glenn
yeah, Maxwell
Phillips.
is an option. Glenn Phillips is an option. Mark Chapman, keep a idea of this name because Stephen Fleming rates him very highly, and he has done decent in New Zealand in the past couple of years. Badly needs an IPL contract. I think he's ready for IPL level. So there's an option there. Otherwise, CSK would like to go for someone like Venkatesh Iyer or Rahul Tripathi, Nitish Rana. These guys who play spin decent and deserve a chance at CSK, or maybe
Yeah, again, that
Nitish Rana
spot
is a high possibility.
where Rahane played number
Yeah,
three, number four. So
they would like to go number three overseas, number four Indian, or number three Indian, number four overseas. So they would have the plans A, B, and C for that. They would not spend heavily 10 crores or more on any players. They would like to go for the 6, 7, 8 crore type of players there. And that would give their Harry Brook is a name. CSK would like to have Harry Brook in three, and then Nitish Rana can play four, or the likes of Rahul Tripathi at three and Glenn Maxwell at four, Mark Chapman at
yeah,
four.
also Rahul Tripathi had
Even
previously worked with this management of Dhoni and Fleming in
yeah,
RPS.
yeah. Even the likes of Aiden Markram, he plays spin pretty well and might suit in CSK. And CSK likes those kind of player who are tried and
Yeah, I
tested
mean his
everywhere
form is
and
down,
get.
but CSK is the last team who looks into form when they buy a
Yeah,
player.
CSK is the team that, and you also don't need much of strike rate or those kind of things in Chepauk. You just need to play spin well, and there is the entire middle and lower order that can take care of the strike rate. So I don't think CSK would go for big names there. They would like to go for the 8 9 crores kind of players. The one player they might spend heavily on is Ravi Ashwin. In case they don't get Ravi Ashwin, they would spend heavily on Washington Sundar because CSK has struggled for that off spinner in the entire last cycle. They would like to bring back that premium Indian off spinner who can bat a bit if required at 7 or 8. So they would try to bring those guys back.
Yeah, they will
Otherwise,
also
CSK
try
is
to
safe.
get back maybe Thikshana or maybe some replacement for him.
Yeah, Allah Ghazanfar is the name that would come to their mind because they would like the bit of a mystery element there. And even Noor Ahmed, I don't think because he does the Chinaman kind of bowling, but the CSK prefer the traditional leggies. And Allah Ghazanfar is a traditional leggy, but still Rashid Khan style. Otherwise, there are options in Sri Lankan market. There is a few leg spinners, but I don't expect those guys to come to CSK. There is a guy named Rishad Khan, I think, from Bangladesh. He's a
Rishad
option.
Hossain.
Rishad Hussain, yeah, Rishad Hussain. Sorry, Rishad Hussain from
Yeah, he
Bangladesh,
played in
who
the
is
T20 World
option.
Cup.
He has a traditional leg spinner, so CSK might just. I mean, not sure. I mean, these are the chances, not 100% sure kind of thing. They would. That's why because the scarcity of spinners in the market, they would like to bring back Washington Sundar or Ravi Ashwin, and that would give them the liberty to go with their Indian bowling and Pathirana and the spend in the other regions in number three and number four.
Yeah. So that's it for CSK. I mean, we will again come back with the other teams. Guys, please share this video with as many friends as possible. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe the channel. Please like and watch all our other videos. The other teams are also there. So till then, cheers.